Yes, I'm similar to the thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check this shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Todd Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Carcanine jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter, it doesn't matter. Skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby, I drop these. Boniqua mommy screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. For niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me. A big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia. Getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day with no trivia. So give me a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck her till her nose bleed. Even if the new man's a certified Mac, you get that H-Town in you. You want that old thing back?
Like B-I-double-G-I-E with some new R-U-L-E. Notorious, known for busting in your E-Y-E. Baby, baby, bitches know they love to hate me. How come you come, we're coming back, so maybe how close we came to coming together is crazy. How come you and your sis make similar faces? When y'all coming, y'all be crying like I'm killing y'all bitches. I know there's a bigger picture than the camera rolling, cause I don't think y'all be knowing how this shit's unfolding. Back shots to the rear, got the Mac unloading. Gotta reload like every so often. Saying I got my swagger back, I'm looking like bitch, my swagger never left. Don't be so hard pressed to be impressed by these new rappers. They actors and the fact is, you want that old thing back.
Like Scarface and Bushwick, Willie D, having nightmares, the girl's killing me. She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, left well on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hund's in the crib, please send it in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clips a lot, but licking clips had to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really though. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen this, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when they come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them. Fuck what you heard, who's the best in New York? Fulfilling fantasies without that nigga Mr. Raw. Or tattoo, I got you wrapped around my dick. And when I'm done, I got the split shit.
What's up, guys? Looks like I've got another screen problem every single time Streamlabs updates. It changes my settings. So annoying. Anyways, what's up? Happy Monday. Decent chunk of you guys here. I'm not gonna lie, today's gonna be fast. There's just not a ton to cover again. There is a little bit of a change to Bitcoin that, so I'll spend some time going over that. But not a lot really to go over. I mean, we're still kind of tracking, following what we want. I guess something funny. I accidentally double bought my DCA yesterday, so I'm hoping we stick around the same prices at the end of the week. That way, I don't have to buy again. Well, I mean, I'll buy again, but I'm going to skip a week because I accidentally double bought. What's up, Colin? What's up, Dorian? My Wi-Fi's been out since like 1:30. That sucks. Why is your Wi-Fi out? Is there like a big storm? All right, I'm going to start with the S&P, guys. We're still doing what we want. We want to see a lot of sideways. Obviously, I over-exaggerated, drawing a bunch of sideways. But the idea is we want a bunch of sideways to continue higher. Wouldn't be opposed to a quick move down to the 7K area to retest prior resistance is now new support. It's been a pretty common theme for the past several years. Like just, you have all-time high resistance. We go up. Whoops. All-time high resistance. You go up, you retest it. You go up, you retest it or get very close. You go up, you retest it. So would like to see that theme continue. Either way, I think some sideways is very well needed. We were up almost, I think, 30% this year. Sorry, 20% this year, 21% at the high. We're still up 19% since March. Pretty insane. So I think some sideways is very, very well needed. I mean, very clear to see on the month. It's pretty much has been up only. Pretty wild. Little bit of a quick downturn here, but pretty much up only. Apparently, there's an outage somewhere in province, and them repairing that caused outages like the other internet providers, and it's been out like all day. Damn, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Well, a good thing for you is at least you can still watch the stream, but other good thing is you're not really missing much. There hasn't really been much happening. I did want to check on our dollar just because we check this every Monday. It's make or break. We either break out of this zone or break below. And if we break out, then this inverted head and shoulders should take us higher, which unfortunately will take stocks and Bitcoin lower. But we could also consolidate here and fake out, break down. It all just depends what happens. We're kind of in a weird spot. Usually breakouts are pretty immediate, but we rejected. Moved back down, kind of rejected a breakdown. Now we've just been moving sideways. So unfortunately, it's whenever a weekly closes above or below, that'll continue that direction. If it goes below, then likely back to lows. If we break out of this red box, we are going higher. The dollar should increase in value, which is kind of weird because the Trump administration wants to decrease the value of the dollar. So kind of weird. Other dominance, you guys know I stand here. Nothing has really changed. We still have bearish divergences. We actually have, I believe, a bullish divergence now, and you're going to see it on Bitcoin. I'm going to leave all the drawing here, so sorry if there's a little bit of confusion. I'll delete some of the stuff here. We don't need to see all of that. But right here, between these 2 weeks, it looks like this, right? You come down, you come up, you're slightly higher. Notice RSI. RSI actually made a bullish divergence, hence the green week. It's a small bullish divergence, but it's still bullish divergence. Could take us to range highs, could take us slightly higher than range highs. If it does, I think we put in another bearish divergence here on the weekly. But there is a bullish divergence. I want to see if it formed on the daily as well. So yeah, it's also on the daily. And again, this is part of the reason why I think Bitcoin is going to drop short term. Maybe down to like 58, 59, 60, maybe slightly lower. Again, no concern if it does. We want to, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it continued dropping. I want to buy as low as I can. But there are bullish divergences here, which makes me believe. Plus, this looks like a pretty clean double bottom on the daily. Nice little break. Let's see what Bitcoin's daily looks like real quick. So yeah, same kind of thing. You have, you actually made, where is it? We invert all this. I believe this, because this is lower, kind of. It's easier to see on the weekly. Let me pull up the weekly. So the weekly, you have high 1, high 2. So we're making lower highs, higher highs on RSI. That is technically bearish divergence. So, is it super significant and going to take us to like 30K? No, it's more like intra-trend bearish divergence. Like a major divergence would be like this big bullish divergence that really hasn't played out yet. This is just kind of intra-trend, not too much to worry about. Yes, we could go back down to lows, but I don't think we're gonna like break down to like 48K with something like this. Like I think I have this scenario drawn, and I'll flip to Twitter real quick just so you guys can see. I deleted a lot of the lines, but this is kind of what I think will happen. Make lows, right? We've had low volume the whole time. We had low volume on the way up. We're seeing lowish volume on the way down. We'll make another divergence, right? We'll have triple divergence, double bottom, and then probably full send to like 70 to 75K. That's like the classic Bitcoin reversal setup. Triple divergence into reversal pattern. SpaceX crash. Good. Yeah, no, we're getting close to where I want to buy for sure. I want to see this thing in the hundreds. Crypto Clarity Act is also coming soon. Apparently, I bet we dump on the day that the Clarity Act, if it passes, I bet we still dump. But yeah, any thoughts on SpaceX? So I am being a little greedy, but I want to see this thing in the hundreds, and then I'll start buying it. It's funny. I made some tweets about it. I've told personal friends like I'm not buying SpaceX for a couple months after like IPO and everything. Right? It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 6th week since IPO, and if you bought on the minute it IPO'd, you're actually down 8%. You bought, anywhere near the highs, you're down 32%. Look, if we hit into the hundreds, I'll buy it. If we don't, then I probably won't buy it. I'll just buy more Bitcoin. This is the funny thing I think people fail to recognize, especially with like crypto and Bitcoin, is they think they've missed out. Guys, there are always opportunities to buy stuff. You just have to look for charts that look like this. You know what the funny part is? This is pretty much following like dead accurate what we've been saying. Like big jump, recovery, drop, right? Somewhere in the hundreds. Would love to see it. Maybe that event can bring us to 58K or lower or whatever. Just get us to the 50s. I mean, I'd love to see the 50s. Would love to start buying more and heavier in the 50s. Let's see if there's anything else on this daily. I won't lie. I haven't looked too heavily at charts today or this weekend. We just haven't been doing much. Other than this weekly divergence that I saw, which there are still much larger bullish divergences taking control. Plus, again, guys, just a little refresher. We are, yes, still in a bear market. We are actually 40 weeks in. There are 12 weeks left historically. Does that mean that, we're going to follow the same pattern? No, but we have to base it off that. Plus, you look at monthly RSI. We are at the lowest, one of the lowest monthly RSIs we've ever been at. I think it's off by 0.1. Let's see. So we get 40.72. This one was 40.34. So okay, it's off by 0.4. Right, the other ones weren't even close. So we're nearing that point where you're obviously a lot better taking risk longing than shorting. Like I would never open long-term shorts here. That'd just be stupid. Just check on the 4-hour. And for all you guys that are just joining the stream, I really appreciate you guys being here. This is interesting on the 4-hour. A little bit of support there. Could jolt back up. Again, like I have a slight feeling we don't go to lows, right? And instead we just do something like this and then break through, right? You have a descending wedge here as well, which is even bigger. So you have the reversal pattern for something that looks similar to a reversal pattern. Got to break that diagonal. We're still sitting in like a large macro support area. It doesn't look bad. Am I going to say it's going to pump tomorrow? Probably not, but Imagine putting 1K into SpaceX at 100 shares and it goes nuclear in like 10 years, like 10 years are just up. I mean, it probably will because space is like the last kind of frontier for humans to explore. Like at some point we have to leave Earth, right? Our sun will explode or we'll run out of resources or we'll just nuke each other to death. So exploring space definitely takes the risk off of humanity because then we can expand like a gajillion time fold. But yeah, this 4 hour is interesting, man. I like this. This is why, again, like yesterday, I think I bought like my DCA buy was like Sunday. It was probably like right around 5 p.m. So yeah, it was like right around here. I think it was on this red candle. So I bought it like 63.8 something. It would always sucks, right? In hindsight, then we dropped, right? Big drop here. Not really big drop. It's like 2%. Let's see. Where I bought yesterday. Yeah, like a 2.73% drop. You know, does it suck? Yeah, could I have bought 2% lower? But again, we're looking long term here. A 2% drop isn't going to kill us. If it dropped like 50%, then I'd be pissed. But this is interesting. You have bullish divergences forming on the 4 hour. Obviously, we have our higher time frame that looks pretty solid for a nice move upwards. I do think when Bitcoin starts pumping, it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. And they're going to sit and say, how did that happen? That's market manipulation. And you know, you've got people like me that have been saying it. There are signs on higher time frame, and higher time frame does take a while to play out. It's not just going to happen overnight, but at some point it's going to happen, and it's going to leave a lot of people behind because this thing's going to pump and continue pumping because higher time frame. Obviously, like you guys know this, and if you're a new trader, like if the weekly says we're going to go up, obviously we're going to go up a lot more than like an hourly saying we're going to go up, right? You have the space. Like you have the full RSI reset. You have an RSI reset on the monthly, right? Like we're at the lowest monthly RSI. One of the lowest monthly RSIs we've ever been at. What's up, Yasser? How's it going, man? Quick stream today. Quick one. We just have not done anything. Like Bitcoin for the last, let's count how many days it's been. I mean, we entered this range. I mean, it's been 40 days since we've done anything. We've been at the same price. I mean, the first time we entered price was what, here? Yeah, 39 days. We have done nothing. It's going to happen, and everyone on Twitter will pretend they bought. They're all smart when it pumps. I hate how they pretend they bought the bottom or even DCA'd in it. See, that's my thing. Like, why? How hard is it just to go like this? Like, guys, I try to be as transparent as I can because I want to show you, like, I want to show you that my analysis works and I put my money where my mouth is. I think that matters. Like, if you're going to be an analyst, why wouldn't you buy? Like, if I'm saying price is going to go up, or we're close to the bottom, or we're whatever I keep saying, would it not make sense to buy, right? If I'm saying I'm buying, let me prove it to you. Like, yes, okay, I don't want all of you to know how much money I have and what I'm worth, but you know, there is something to say. Like, I can share a couple of the Bitcoin buys and maybe share some of like how much I'm buying, and you can see like when it's total portfolio value. I think there's a lot of lesson in that, or like a lot to learn from that, because I've said I'm going to buy between $100,000 and $200,000 worth of Bitcoin. I don't know if it'll be 100, 150, or 200. It all depends on the price that we're at. If we're sitting in the 60s to 50s and I have $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, maybe I'll buy more. If I'm at $80,000 worth in Bitcoin and we're sitting at 90K Bitcoin, I might not buy anymore because it just doesn't make sense. The risk to reward doesn't make sense. So it all comes down to risk reward for me. Like I've said, I'd love to see us drop into the mid 50s. I would probably double the amount of Bitcoin I have. I'd probably get to a whole Bitcoin if we were at like high 40s, low 50s. But yeah, I can't, unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly how much I'm doing, but I'm showing you the buys. Like I bought, this was an accident. I bought $4,000 of the Bitcoin yesterday, right? It's all here. This is all my Kraken Pro account, right? I make the buys every Sunday, like literally the same time, like right before weekly close Sunday night. I have an alarm on my phone that says reoccurring Bitcoin buy. Right here it is. Right, reoccurring Bitcoin buy. Whoop. Reoccurring Bitcoin buy every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. So I don't know why people don't do that. I don't know why people don't post trades anymore. I think a lot of people just LARP around or they don't have a lot of money to trade with and they're embarrassed. Right? There's a lot of people that have big Twitter accounts that got exposed for trading with like $500. And I know, people are like, well, percentage gains, like whether you have 500 or $1,000, it doesn't, or $10,000 or $1,000,000 doesn't make a difference. But if you're a trader and you have multiple years of experience, right? Like, I mean, like 5 to 10 years of experience, and you're still trading with $500, I'm not going to take you nearly as serious just because I think you're either scared or you built a following and got lucky, or you might be scamming people. How much are worth, bro? I'm worth whatever you guys think I'm worth. It's hard to be transparent for them because they take paid deals and show meme coins. Yeah, that's a big one. It's all engagement for paid deals. They're doing crime shit. Ain't nobody maybe from them even holding Bitcoin. Probably not. Hey dude, what's your opinion on Litecoin? I know your general opinion regarding alts, but I would appreciate your opinion on this. So I've seen like a lot of tweets specifically from like, and I like Matthew Hyland. He's okay. One thing I do respect from this guy is he is consistent with everything that he's posting. He's saying that like alt season's coming because all these other things are lining up that have in the past, which is kind of the same thing that I'm doing with Bitcoin, to be fair. So, guys, I am not interested in altcoins. I have a different opinion. I think there's way too many altcoins. And look, I'm not saying that altcoins can't do well. I'm not saying that Ethereum can't go to 20K. It probably will. But my problem with alts are that there are 50 million of them, and I do not believe that even 5% of them will have an alt season. I think like the top 100 might do well. Like maybe Tau does well. Maybe Solana does well. But here's my issue with all of these. How the hell are you supposed to know which ones are going to do well? This isn't 2021 where you just buy an altcoin and it goes bang, bang, boom, and you make a bunch of money. You might buy Mana and it just continues to drop. You might buy, Trump coin and it just drops. Like Matic and it drops. ICP and it just continues to drop. So my issue with altcoins, there are too many of them. A lot of them need to be wiped clean. Like, why do we have more than 100 cryptocurrencies? Right? Why is that a thing? It shouldn't be a thing. Like, we don't need more than 100. We don't even need more than like 10. So I guess my opinion on Litecoin, like I won't lie, I probably won't watch what Litecoin's doing. Maybe something here or there, but probably not. I mean, I'll look at like general. I mean, look at this, dude. This is crazy. I mean, you're at 2019 levels, 2020 levels. That's sad. And look, like trading aside, if you're a long-term holder of Litecoin, you have made zero money for the last 7 years. If you were a buyer in 2019 or basically pre-COVID, you have made no money on them. When you could have bought stocks, you could have bought Bitcoin, you could have bought anything else. You could have bought gold, silver, you could have bought copper, anything. So that's kind of my other problem is like historical preference. And I just don't think alts, I think some alts will do well. Maybe we'll have a quote unquote alt season, but it's going to be really hard to judge which ones will do well. I fear it's easier to scam people with useless VIP channels and stuff than make money yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. And I won't lie, I used to have like a not like a VIP, like I used to do like trading classes where I teach like very basic to intermediate level trading stuff like price action, like lining up all these indicators and everything, making sure that, instead of eyeballing like one thing, you're looking at you're looking kind of at the bigger picture, and you're using probability in your favor. So like let's say on a trade you have 2 out of 10 indicators flashing buy, in a simple way, like you shouldn't buy that. But if you have 8 out of 10 buying, maybe you buy and go heavier with your buy because you're, more confident. Honestly, killing mining killed alts. That was a wrong move. They killed mining. Jeez. I think Sol would do well, but I think with alts, you would stick with the ones that you really know are more reliable, like ETH, Sol, Litecoin. Yeah, but even still, do you really want it to? So my other thing is, do you really want to take the risk that Ethereum just does this again? And maybe you get, from here, you get 170%, which isn't great. Or do you just stick with Bitcoin, make your 200 to 300%, make your 400% and be done, right? I know for a lot of people, you're like, I want to hit the moon and make a gajillion dollars from nothing. Well, that's like the same as hitting the lottery. It's just not going to happen. Like if we go from 62 to 200K, that's really only about a 300. Well, that'd be a 3x, right? 219% is technically a 3x because you got to remember 62 to 180 is a 2x. So about a 3x. That's not bad. If I can 3 times my account, I'm happy with that. If we get a 240, it's 4 times, right? I'm happy with that. That's a great gain, right? If I have 150K in and I get a 3x, I'm walking away very, very happy. So I'd rather have, and nothing's guaranteed, but I'd rather have the safe option, which is still an excellent option, by the way. If you're making, averaging like 100% a year or 200% a year, whatever it is, when Bitcoin goes into its bull run, that's still beating like 99.99% of every asset class ever. Ain't nothing wrong with the 3x on Bitcoin. In the meanwhile, I can flip it in a meaningful way on chain if I want to multiply. Yeah, that's true. Plus, if you make a bunch of money and we do get an alt season, because you guys have to remember, Bitcoin runs first. So Bitcoin will run, right? It'll start to sell off. That's when alt season starts. So let's say you make a bunch of money, then take a small chunk and go play with alts. And if you lose it all, it is what it is. At least you made a bunch of money from Bitcoin and you can walk away with that. What you don't want to do is take all your Bitcoin profits and then throw them in alts. Like just take a portion. Take like 20% or 10%. That way, anything you make on top of that is just bonus. Because you guys have to remember, I think every altcoin, and I've said this since 2019, every altcoin is a scam. Look at Digibyte. This was one of my favorite ones to buy into. It is the lowest it's ever been. Crazy. I want to avoid holding 10 coins and like putting 3K, 1K in each. That's a bunch of shit. Yeah. Plus your safety net was your mining hardware, your GPU and stuff. Yeah, that's true. Not bad, man. Just chilling, working home for not much. Oh, that's great. So yeah, like sorry to go off on the alt tangent for so long. I mean, to be fair and frank, it's not like the market's done anything for the last 40 days. And I appreciate all of you guys always tuning into the streams. I'm trying my best to make it as entertaining as possible. But when you do this for 40 days, it's tough. Yeah, Digibyte's brutal, holy. Yeah, dude, like a lot of them look like that. Look at Mana. Dude, Mana's down so bad. Mana's down. Mana's literally lost like 99% of its value. Same with Sand. Look at this. Since he said that 83% downside, pretty wild. Can you check USDT? Yeah, we already went through it, but I will pull it up again. Just like with Bitcoin, I do think Bitcoin's going to go down a little bit. Just like tether dominance might go up some because you actually have bullish divergences here. You have what looks like a double bottom closing above. Volume's really low, which tells me the move won't last very long. Plus, if you look at this, what do you see here? Right, head and shoulders. Go up to make that right-handed shoulder, and then we go down. Right, and then Bitcoin goes to like 70 to 75K. Super clean head and shoulders here. And if you look at Bitcoin, not the cleanest inverted head and shoulders, but you have something there, right? You've got something there. It's important to look at. Alts died. Alts have been dead forever. Alts have been, a lot of alts haven't even done anything. I mean, look at CRV, like another big one, the lowest it's ever been. Pyth, absolute trash. ICP, same thing. Like these are big altcoins that people used to know and trade. Like, look at Gala, dude. That's horrible. I don't even think you can trade this anymore. Yeah, flip Bitcoin into alts and sell your alts for USDT and put it on interest. You'd reach somewhere between 6 to 8% in safe places. Yeah. You can. Yeah, I think you can on Coinbase too. I think you get like 5% on Coinbase, which is pretty good. What do you think about long-term XMR chart? So I'll look at XMR and then I'll probably call it a day, boys. I actually have to go to the gym. I have not had the chance. Long-term, oh, Monero. Man, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. I don't know. I have a really hard time with altcoins. Like, unfortunately, I don't think anyone's going to convince me to buy any. Yeah, I just did pull up Polygon. It's in the shitter. Been doing horrible. XRP. Okay. Yeah, like, again, another one I probably never would buy. Wow, it's down 70%. That's crazy. I have my chart on log. Like, if I put it in regular, it puts things further into perspective. That's crazy. How many days a week do you work out? So I work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But on Monday, Wednesdays, I do 2-a-days. So I box in the morning and then I go to a jujitsu class either at noon or my jujitsu class here is in like 45 minutes. So I actually have to leave in like 15 minutes. But yeah, so Monday, Wednesday, I do 2-a-days, mostly cardio. Tuesday, I do weights. Thursday, I do weights. Friday's up in the air. If I'm not outside or not outside doing something like on the river or anything, then I'll do like a lighter cardio day. I'll stretch a lot. Saturday there's a jujitsu class at 11 a.m. that I go to, and then I spar afterwards. And then Sunday's a complete rest day. So ideally 5 days. I try to do 5 days. So like if I know I'm not going to go Saturday, then I'll do something Friday. If I know I'm going Saturday, I'll probably chill Friday. Bro, you never know. They have an exploit ongoing like Zcash where someone is printing tokens and selling them. Yeah, I saw that. For XMR, they're always facing challenges for the anonymous network. And in a world where moving money and want to get fully supervised, it makes it tougher on XMR. Yeah, I'm doing it while I can, man. Like, doing it while I can. Plus, I'm right about to get my purple belt in jiu-jitsu. So I'm like super grinding. After I get my purple belt, I have to get surgery on my pec. I have a torn pec still. I have a 50-50 tear in my pec. Like, I'm able to do stuff, but the problem is like what happens when you put a full load on a frayed rope? And the answer is it tears. Right? So I don't want it to full tear. I'd rather fix it while half the tendons are. I think the healing process will be a lot faster. All right, guys, I've got to get ready to go. Again, I apologize for all of the kind of like boring live streams lately. There just hasn't been a lot of excitement in the market. I'm trying to do as much as I can with what I have. We're just consolidating, pointing out any little changes, even like the little changes in the weekly that we just talked about. You out here like Sean Strickland. Dude, you know what's funny is Sean Strickland used to train at one of the gyms I go to. But yeah, keep you guys updated. I'm trying to post a lot still. I'm trying to do as much as I can, man. There's no like, plus it is summer too. So that's the other thing I am a little surprised about. Like, I'm pretty sure last July Oh, I guess last July and all that. That's last summer. We just moved sideways as well. So I guess that makes sense. But what about before then? Oh, here's July and August. So really didn't do much. And then we took off in the fall. That's usually what happens like the fall, August, September, October, right? August, September, October. Believe. Yeah, here's September, October. Thanks for keeping us updated anytime, man. But all right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go get it done today. So with all that said, guys, always remember be patient users management. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll be here Wednesday and most likely Friday. So even if it's boring, I'm still live streaming. You guys got it. With all that said, be patient.